Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the JackRabbit XG, an electric micro bike. Come along with us while we check it out.
If you're wondering what's a micro e-bike, then you're going to want to check this out. JackRabbit has long been known for its pint-sized e-bikes, but the new XG puts a bigger spin on that small concept. This is a lightweight 35-pound e-bike that embraces minimalism, yet doesn't skimp on the features. And yes, technically it is not really an e-bike in the bicycle sense, since it does not have pedals, instead using folding foot pegs. But I still call it a micro e-bike, partly because JackRabbit does, and partly because it just feels like you're riding an e-bike, not an e-scooter. It's got bike-like handlebars, a bike saddle, and it handles like a bike. Plus, with 20-inch by 2.4-inch tires, it rides on bike rubber and doesn't feel like a small-wheeled scooter, since it's not a small-wheeled scooter. So it's basically the love child of bike advantages and scooter advantages. But what makes the JackRabbit XG even more special is what it adds compared to the company's existing micro e-bikes, the OG and the OG2. First off, check out this awesome twisting handlebar design, which lets the bike squeeze down to just 7 inches wide, perfect for fitting under a bed or behind a couch. It's part of what makes it ultra portable. But we've also got new features like the more detailed handlebar display, the inclusion of LED lights for nighttime riding, bigger foot pegs with options for even bigger pegs, and a more robust frame to support riders up to 275 pounds, plus a new 500-watt motor for more power and better hill climbing on up to 20% inclines. The top speed is still 20 miles per hour like JackRabbit's other models, but I figure that's probably a wise choice because when your wheelbase is this short, you probably don't want to be going much faster than 20 anyway. And while we've got the same speed, we do have 2 disc brakes now, one in the front and one in the rear, which is good because with that extra power, you never want to have more go than you have stop. But perhaps one of the biggest upgrades on the XG is that now there's not just 1 but 2 battery slots here.
So if I pop one of these out, you can see what we're working with. Each of these batteries is really small. I mean, these are like smaller than a DeWalt battery, it feels like, right? Like a power tool battery. And so each of these is, where's the specs? 151 watt hours. It's a 36 volt, 4.2 amp hour battery. They say that each of these batteries is good for about 10 miles, and I find that to be fairly accurate. So together we've got 20 miles of range here. However, I want to show you the even bigger battery option they have. This is what they call the Range Buster battery. This is about 2.4 times the capacity of these smaller original batteries. So if this one gives you 10 miles, this one will give you 24 miles. So theoretically, I could pop this one in here and get 34 miles of range, or if I had 2 of these, I could replace the original batteries and get 48 miles of range out of this little e-bike. And to be honest, while this is still 2.4 times bigger than the little battery, I mean, 300 watt hours, it's just not that much battery here, right? Like this is still a very small battery. So you could stick 2 of these in your bag and not have it take up that much space. The other thing I noticed is they switched to these interesting little thumb screw latches instead of the old key switch latch. It seems like they still sell the key switch latch on the site if you want to make your batteries locking, but this way you don't actually have to have multiple keys on you. You can just pop your batteries out. Now, on the one hand, if you're at college and you want to lock this while you go into class, theoretically someone could take your batteries since it's not locked unless you get the locking option. But like we said, I mean, these batteries are so small, you put this in your backpack and you forget it's there. So I'm not super worried about that. And if anything, it makes it more of a theft deterrent that who's going to want to steal an e-bike without batteries in it.
So yeah, basically there are a lot of new upgrades, a more robust design, longer range, and a lot more to like here. But you probably saw this coming, and that also means there's a higher price tag too. And for such a little bike, it's a big ol' price tag. We're talking $1,749. This is definitely not going to win on a dollar per watt basis compared to other e-bikes. If that's your metric, then you can click away now. For everyone else, I can see the cases where a bike like this is the right answer. When you really want something small, something compact, something lightweight, and something different and unique, the JackRabbit XG fits that bill. Though you've got to really want that, at least at the $1,749 price tag. Don't get me wrong, I love this bike. It rides so well and I love every trip I take on it. But for the price, I'm probably an OG2 man myself. You may cut the range in half and cut out some power on the OG2, but you save $500. If you like that extra range though, and you like the ruggedized frame and the extra features, the XG is definitely an awesome ride, and I know you're gonna love it, if you can afford it.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the JackRabbit XG. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.